Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's session of Adventures in the Wild Blue, featuring all of the wonderful people around us. Oh, orange clouds too, Summer. Orange clouds. Actually, it's Kiana found them all. I didn't redo any work at all. I just mashed them together about 10 minutes before we started. But orange clouds. Right, guys, social links. If you're not already, come and be part of our Discord. It's amazing. It's inclusive. It's safe. Bring all your friends. We'll get them all involved in games. It'll be great. And Twitter. If you want to get involved in games, send me a DM on Twitter and I will get you into games. This season looks pretty full, but if I have any dropouts, or like this week I realised that I added someone to a group and then realised that they said they couldn't actually do that group, and so I actually have a space, I will contact you as soon as I get to you. Like, and if it says unread on our message me again. No, wait. If it says unread, you're in the clear. If it says read and I haven't responded, message me again, because I use the unread status as like my marker for like looking at things. What else we got? We've got YouTube. You can catch up with this and all of the rest of the seasons over on YouTube. So go and check that out too. I'm a little quiet. Let's get a little bit louder. There we go. What else have we got? We're full time, everyone. We are full time, which means we have a Patreon. And just today, we released, well, actually yesterday, but pretty much today, we released a new free article on there. So if you want to go and check out Derek's article, Archmage Derek's article on how improv is a part of all preparation styles, then go and check that out now. And put a like on it as well, because like no one likes my things. I don't know if you guys actually like it or not. Put a like on there, damn it. What else have we got? We've got merch. Go and check out our merch. It's lovely stuff. I've got a booklet just there. I'm sure Kiana has one to hand as well. It's great. It's all good stuff. I didn't mean you had to grab it, but like, you know, if you want to, you can. Yeah, it's up to you. This is real chill right here. We've also got sponsors. Check out Bird and the Storm Publishing. They are entirely for charity. They run entirely for charity. Their proceeds go to charity, so it's worth checking them out. Buy some merch. Grab them a mug. Helps them expand. Helps them produce more amazing content that we will be seeing on this show very soon. And also, also means that you know, you get cool merch and help out charity. We also have another sponsor in Mage Hand Press. If you check us out on Thursdays at 1 PM EST here on this channel, you can see Alice running Argo 37, the Mage Hand Press game. Mage Hand Press created a space reskin of D&D 5e called Dark Matter, which is what we run, and it is good fun. And you know, I was going to say more things that rhyme with fun and run, but I thought I should probably just actually get on with doing the show. Tweet! Every 10 retweets gets you a Wild Magic Surge, so go and hit up that tweet, and we'll get some more Wild Magic Surges over here. I should probably actually look at that and see if there's been any retweets. In the meantime, hey Kiana! The show's yours! Oh hi!
Oh hi! It's my cue. Hey everyone, I am Kiana, and welcome back to Adventures in Wild Blue with the Imperials. We are short one person this week. If he is busy and doing some awesome stuff over at cons, so we're flying with these three here, and don't worry, I'm just gonna double the drama because that's what I do. So we're gonna go around. We're gonna get everyone to introduce themselves, who they are, who they're playing, pronouns for both, and then we'll dive into what happened last time, and then dive right into the game. So let's start off with our captain, Simon. Hello.
Oh, hi. I'm Simon at Wandering DM. I'm playing Captain Sebastian Snow. Should I say anything else?
I think that's good.
Yeah. If you don't know him already, you'll learn to.
You'll learn real fast. Awesome. And next up we have Julie.
Hello, I'm Julie. I go by J Grave Art just about everywhere on social media. I'm an artist by day and whatever this is by night. And I'm playing Kuro Hollis, our pilot, and resident team mom. And I suppose pronoun wise, I go by she, her, they, them, and Crow is she, her.
Team mom. Keeping everyone straight. Well, no, everyone on the right path.
No one's straight.
No one's straight if it's goddamn game.
Who's she? We don't know her.
She's straight. We don't even know. last but not least, we go back to you, Scrat.
Oh, hi! I'm Scrat. I use any pronouns. You guys can use any pronouns you like for me. And I'll be playing Brenda. And Brenda, I used she this time. She also does not mind so much. You know, any pronoun's sort of okay for Brenda. As long as she can break your bones, she not care. Skeletons not scary. Hashtag.
I had almost forgotten about that.
No spoilers here.
With that, I guess we should go back before we can go forward as to what happened the last time we were with this crew. So, the Imperials on the lookout for a gone missing Imperial ship called the Crimson Spectre, indeed found the Crimson Spectre floating listlessly, and they decided to go and investigate it. They split the party, as all wise parties do, as it is always good decisions, always. And so we had Tanya and Crow go check out the engines and all that, the power and all that stuff, while Sebastian, alongside Brenda, decided to go investigate the captain's quarters, upon which, well, they found some information, and they also found one Captain Siren Vance. Which, you know, ended up with some real awkward times, real great conversations about, well, skeletons and the undead and whether they're scary, but also, you know, things about the past, and possible present secrets. So that's always fun times. But during all this time, as Tanya was trying to fix things, Crow discovered that while the ship seemed to have been, well, they found quite a few bodies of both what seemed to be Imperial crew members as well as pirates belonging to a certain fleet. And so, but Crow was able to find that this ship by someone had been set to blow. Using some powers that nobody else really knows about, she managed to disarm this bomb, although she found the mechanisms quite familiar in terms of handiwork, as this seems to be based around basic teachings that she had done before. And so, after more conversation, they bumped into the remaining members of the Indigo Eye that Siren Vance had come onto the Crimson Spectre with, which led to some interesting confrontation, which was quickly cut short by Brenda, who knocked them the fuck out before they could do anything. So now they got back onto the ship, where they saw that 3 ships were engaged outside, a very small smuggler ship, perhaps, another fairly small ship, and a fairly large ship in comparison, which had a familiar gray flag with a spark symbol on it, denoting it as one Uriah Flint's ship. And so Brenda, taking matters into her own hand, decided to start the ship going. And Sai, after some last words, vanished, making Sebastian promise that they would deal with the Indigo Eye people, the 3 that had been left behind, in a, well, okay way. And so this is where we are. The Imperial ship, the Seraphim's Eye, is slowly making its way, drifting away from this whole scenario. You have 3 people from the Indigo Eye, a rebellion group, currently in your hold. And as you drift away, you see the one of the ships disappears under the into the depths, the lower, basically, plane of the Wild Blue, filled with poisonous gases and sky squids and the such, but good for hiding. And as you keep drifting, you find that the small smuggler ship and the larger pirate ship start to move away. So, my lovely Imperial crew, being the bridge, what do you want to do? Tanya has excused herself. She wasn't doing great before. She was glowing. Things was, magic was weird. And magic is tiring.
Before we get too into things, Kiana, we have a nat 20 donated for Crow. Kiana, you also get to decide good or bad things. I think you mentioned we had a wild magic surge in the barrel. Well, we've already got another one from retweets.
Okay, so I'm gonna quickly roll for good or bad thing, and then wild magic surge. Sebastian,
I mean, it's gonna
my
fall
dear
on
lovely
me.
captain,
Oh boy.
you're gonna have
I'm
to
a
roll.
magnet, though. What? Can I have that as a key or as a secret? The key to the wild magic? Because I feel like that should be a
Trouble
thing.
magnet.
Each episode so far, once per episode, something
It is
happens.
a good thing. I will tell you that. So a
Yay.
good thing will happen. And Crow gets a wild magic surge. So
Ooh.
so it's a D 570.
570.
Yep. So one D 570.
I believe in you, Crow. Don't get the teeth one.
566 is a particularly exciting one. It was donated by Anna or Cyborg Pizza. It's funny.
Is it R/ or /R?
/R.
Slash R. And actually, I believe one of the wild magic surges now is a undead pirate skeleton
Yep.
crew shows up.
Yep.
So
That was
I
after
hope-
last episode. Yep.
I hope not. Alrighty. 369.
I beg your pardon.
369. We're gonna see what these are.
Again, Kiana, I'll send them to you privately, and you
Yes.
can decide what to do with them.
Yeah, because sometimes they just.
That's
I like the reaction.
Do we need
We're
one
doing
from?
great.
Do we need one from Sebastian as well, or have you already rolled it?
Sebastian, did you roll one?
I didn't roll. I don't remember if I rolled last time, actually.
I don't think you did.
Okay. Well, no problem.
There was a lot happening.
424.
I would like Crow to re-roll that, please.
Okay.
Really?
looking at it, I'm
Why?
Please, Kiana, let us know in chat what it is. Please. I want to know.
Wow, I rolled the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
Okay.
570, not that.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
301.
Sebastian, I need you to roll me a D4.
Do I have to roll high or low? Like, what's the?
Just roll it.
What should I?
We'll find out.
I swear, if I grow eyes or some shit.
You already
One.
have pointy teeth.
Yeah, you already have pointy teeth.
I'm turning into a vampire. That's what's happening.
Become the full monster.
Now, Kiana, the one that I've just whispered you can be really fun. The way we usually do it when it comes up, and it's come up a few times, is everyone gives them one, and then they can go back to being normal after they've used them all.
Okay. Yeah, this will be fun. Okay, so
Cryptic.
Mhm.
Sebastian. I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate this. Okay. I'm gonna say just for the meta. Some part of you has turned invisible. It's still there, but no one can see it.
Is it some part of me at my own discretion, or is it like it's an actual part you just don't want to say it on camera?
No, it's at your discretion.
It's at my discretion.
Yeah. Some part of you is invisible. And Crow.
Yes.
for the meta, you can only speak a handful of stock phrases. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get each of the other players, to give you a phrase that you have to incorporate.
Okay.
Anything.
Like with everything
like a
I
stock
say?
phrase, like an NPC phrase, yeah. So like what
Yeah.
happens is you can only say those things until you've used them all appropriately, and then you can go
Okay.
back to speaking normal. It's like
Okay.
a fun little mini game. So, I think my one will be always eat your vegetables.
Mom!
How many are we
Alright.
doing? There's only 3 of us others, so should we do 3 or do we want to do like 6 or?
We'll do, yeah, how about we do, 3 each from the 2 of you?
Okay.
go.
Okay, so like 3 from Scrat, 3 from me.
I mean, you
So,
could have a
let
go
me-
as well, Kiana. We could do 2 each, and you could do 2.
No, I'm not gonna be that mean.
Okay. So,
Alright,
Go, carry on.
I've got mine. And mine is catchphrase.
Thank you, Reinhardt.
Okay, are you writing these down?
Yes.
So
My.
we have always eat your vegetables.
Yep.
Catchphrase.
Okay, I'm just putting it in chat so I
Oh, good, okay.
Catchphrase.
Once you get in, it feels warmer.
It feels warmer. Why are we making Mom say this?
Like when your mum's trying to get you in the sea and you're like dipping your toe in, like no, it's cold. No, once you get in, it feels warmer.
That would deter me from the ocean, thank you.
Oh boy.
We're going down a fucking path here.
Sure are.
Can I? If you have another one, Scrat, go ahead. I'm coming up with a blank right now.
It should come off with a little bit of soap or margarine.
It
Okay.
should come off with a little bit of soap immersion. Okay.
Go to your room and think about what you've done.
I love how we're both making mum phrases. This is great.
Bye. Also, chat, I'll give you 1.
Oh god.
Oh, what have you done? And hence she let forth the hounds of hell.
I mean, let chat decide for the 6th one.
Yeah, I'll pick if there's a bunch of them, but chat, I will give you 1 to unleash. Drama episode.
Summer's straight in. Summer's straight in with the best one. I'm too fucking old for this.
Fucking old
I
for
love
this.
it.
I'm too
Please.
fucking old for this. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Again.
Wait
chat,
until your father gets home. Hold on.
No, I'm too fucking old for this. It's perfect. So
Okay.
always eat your vegetables. Catchphrase. Once you get in, it feels warmer. It should come off with a little bit of soap or margarine. Go to your room and think about what you've done, and I'm too fucking old for this. Once you cover those, then you can talk like normal. Until then, you are a strange speaking NPC.
Like, I can't incorporate any other words. Like, it can't just be part of my sentence.
If you can do it very well, we'll allow
Yeah.
it.
It has to make sense. It can't be a stretch.
Yeah, like, if it could be part of the
Yes.
sentence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We also could have gone with thanks, I hate it, but
Thanks, I need it. That's my
Also-
catchphrase.
also very good. Alright, so we're in the bridge.
Oh, boy.
You've got 3 unconscious people who are tied up from the Indigo Eye. You're
We brought
drifting
them with
away.
us.
Huh?
To the bridge. Did we bring them
Sorry?
with us to the bridge?
Oh, yeah, because Brenda was just like, huh.
Okay.
2 crit fails for
they're-
Brenda and Sebastian for torturing Mom this way. It's from
I
Katie.
mean, that's fair.
I love you, Katie.
You know
Yeah.
what? She's almost tempting me into saying out loud which body part I chose.
All right.
Is that what's gonna come off with some soap and margarine? That's what happened. That's what soap and margarine does, kids.
We are a serious, efficient crew.
We're very serious.
The pride of the Empire.
I'm doing great.
Yeah, I you see, you see the, you see Uriah Flynn's ship, or I think only a couple of you would have pieced together that this is from right away from sight that this is Uriah Flynn's ship. You see it starting to take off alongside the very small smuggling ship. And you've lost sight of the third one.
And the other three are still unconscious.
Mm-hmm. You think it's about time that they're going to start stirring soon?
Well, first we might want to move away from the battle. Oh no, wait, they're moving away from the battle.
We were kind of like,
I mean, I'm not sure how.
we're not here.
I'm not sure how easily correctable it would be, but you know, Brenda's idea of undocking is to move away from the dock, so she's probably, until you correct it, you probably would have been on a collision course with someone.
Yeah, it's kind of, you're not going quickly, you're kind of just drifting. Kind of aimlessly.
I mean, just by definition, I think whatever Brenda did, it probably looks like an aggressive maneuver. Just because Brenda did it.
We do have a radar or some sort of radar-like apparatus on board, right?
Yeah, the only problem is that it doesn't penetrate into the,
Into the depths.
into the depths.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
If Brenda's still at the controls at this point.
Oh no, as soon as you guys walked onto the bridge, I let go of the wheel, like the ship's unmanned. I'm just like, thank God, I cannot drive this thing. Up to you.
Okay, so I was like concerned with like, okay.
Yeah.
Pro, you've got this.
This might be a time to go to your room and think about what we're gonna do about this. Think about what you've done and what we're gonna do.
Well, don't you give me orders. We have 3 prisoners. They're about to wake up anyway, and I don't feel super comfortable having them in the bridge. I wouldn't feel much more comfortable having them in my room, but Brenda, can you make sure they're well tied up?
Well, yes, I tied them on
Slap
the
'em
ship.
awake.
They'll be well tied up. You want I should chuck them in the training room or something like that? I could
Yeah,
put them in my room. Just put them under weights.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. I'll follow you, and we'll interrogate them.
Oh,
together.
okay. Yes.
Your promise to Shy echoes in your head a bit.
Yeah, that we wouldn't hurt them or anything.
No, just give them light exercise. Good for body. Good for mind.
We're not. I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to hurt them.
No, we will not hurt them. Just like we don't hurt anyone of the lowly ranks of the Empire.
But also, Sebastian has so many traits in lying. So, your room, Brenda.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
hi, Oren. I was waiting for her to show up. So, are you carrying 2 of them and I'm carrying the 3rd one?
Well, I was gonna carry all 3. You can carry one if it makes you feel better.
It sort of would. And I'll pick one up.
Do you want the big one or the little one?
Or the leader.
I'll take the less stocky one.
There you go. Just throw them at you.
We love you, Lauren. All right, so you guys can head to Brenda's room with the 3 people from the Indigo Eye. Is Crow gonna stick by the wheel for now?
Yeah.
Not much help as a interrogator right now.
No.
Well,
It
I
could
mean,
be really funny.
we
However,
do have an autopilot, do we?
probably, but we
And you
haven't
would
picked a
have-
direction.
You would have
Um,
crew members.
Yeah, we can. So, if you want to come with us, Crow, we can tell one of the. Oh, we can tell what's her face. The what's her
Lorelai?
face comes from the player. What's her name again? The girl we stole from
Lorelai?
Hollis.
Lorelai.
Lorelai. Lorelai.
Oh yes.
Lorelai,
can-
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Lorelai I can she can pilot probably.
She is a bridge member.
Oh, all right. Okay, so we'll just take another pilot and be like, follow Flint's ship from like a very safe distance, like
Yeah.
outer edge of the radar,
Yeah.
almost lost.
Lorelai's kind of like, are you sure? I mean, like, I don't really know if we were told that we shouldn't,
Engage? We're not engaging.
I guess,
What was our prime objective, Lorelai?
well, from what I learned, to find the Crimson Spectre, recover whatever's left, and possibly rescue if there are people to rescue.
So, we found the Crimson Spectre.
Uh-huh.
We rescued a whole total of 0 people.
Yeah.
And we didn't recover a thing because potentially Flint recovered what was on it.
Ah,
We're not going to engage Flint, but I want to know where he's going. Wherever he's going is probably wherever the Crimson Spectre was going.
okay.
Follow me?
Yep, okay. Sure. You got it, Captain. And she'll scurry off and start getting somebody to start dealing with that.
Sweet Bab.
Sweet Lorelai.
Are you coming, Crow?
I'm too old for this.
That's too.
Making it work.
Making it work. Wait until we get the harder ones. Okay. All right. So
Alright.
you guys head to Brenda's room. Brenda, what does your room look like?
My room, there is a stiff-looking table. Oh no, wait, that's a bed without a mattress. She just lays on like a wooden solid plank sitting out of the wall. And the rest of the room is covered in weights. The floor is that spongy sort of training floor material. She clearly uses this room mostly for working out. There's like, she's even like managed to like put like the expanding rings in, attaching them to the wall, all sorts. So
Yeah, you're pretty sure the ship was not built to be like this with the rooms, but hey.
it's all good. I'm not slave now. I get to do fun things.
So
We had to correct the weight from her room with like extra weight on the other side of the ship just to make sure.
just a little. The other side is the storage room. For your supplies and stuff. Either way, yeah, you can easily place the very currently still hogtied prisoners. And
You
you're
could-
still unconscious. What would you like to do?
Yeah, you can just throw them down. Floor is nice and squishy.
I don't think they have your hardiness.
I throw
Brenda.
both of them down
Touch
onto the ground.
I'll put mine on the ground. I don't want to throw them. I might not have the strength to throw them anyway. So I'll just put her down gently.
Okay, so yeah, you put down this one indigo eye agent gently, and as Brenda tosses the other two down.
Nice squishy floor.
Yes. So, before they wake up, Brenda,
Yes.
I made a promise to Captain Vance that we wouldn't hurt them. And I
Okay.
want to hold my promise because a good Imperial holds their word.
So we don't hurt them, but we better them as people by teaching them long-term life lessons with maybe a little pain.
So, no pain is what I wanted to discuss with you. Our real target is probably the pirate ship. They are most likely scavengers.
Okay. No
But
pain.
Unless they try to hurt me or Crow or you.
And by hurt,
Well, I mean, they can't hurt you, but
no, I mean, what counts as hurting? They spit in my eye, it goes sore. Does that count as hurting? Then I slap them up a bit.
I'd say a spit for a spit.
I tell you what, I'll look to you, Captain. I'll play tough guy. I'll be ready to hurt them at moment's notice. All you have to do is give the nod.
I was going to nod to that, but I'm just... All right, Brenda. And from this point on, Sebastian is keeping his chin parallel to the ground. I'm just making sure.
Super straight. Okay,
I'm
yeah.
like on the catwalk.
So there are 3 people.
I think we should wake their leader up.
Leader first? You don't want to maybe put leader out of room somewhere, make them think that we slapped them up so hard they can't be seen, then pick on the little one. That's how I would have done it.
You're a very good interrogator, Brenda.
No, I just know how to hurt people. Mentally and physically.
Tomato, tomato. I'm going to pick up the leader and move her out of the room.
I kind of
Into
turned
the
to Brenda. I turned to Brenda at this, and I was like, "That sounds like a good catchphrase."
3 out of 6 down. All right. Yeah. So you kind of, you dispose of the woman outside the room, and head back in and shut the door, and you are left with the 2 others.
Okay, so like I guess I'll just sort of like gently like shake the other one awake. Like I'm not giving him brain damage.
No.
Taking the
No,
little
we're
one
just
and just
gently shaking.
them awake.
Yeah. This
Hello, pirate.
Okay, it's a very scruffy looking man. Just kind of, huh.
And I'm probably holding him off the ground. I go, okay, Captain, maybe this one tell us something. You know, his leader didn't last out so well. Maybe this time I start on legs instead of head.
That could be a good idea. Hello, welcome aboard the Seraphim's Eye.
What did you do? What did you do to Layla?
Nothing you need to worry. Hey, nothing you need to worry about.
It's
Look at
okay.
me.
Usually when I hurt people, 4 out of 10 times they wake up okay.
That's
No.
40% chance.
Hey, here's the thing. How about you speak when you're spoken to? All right? Does that sound good? You can reply.
Kind of nervous. I doesn't say anything now.
All right. So you were on board of a ship that nobody should know of existed. How come? What were you doing on the Crimson Spectre?
We were just visiting there. Yes, that's what we were doing.
Okay, cool.
Throw him on the soft bed. Take his shin and go, you know, there's nerve center right in middle of shin. Your shin feels quite weak. I could snap, Captain. Be very painful, but should stay awake.
I'm not nodding. Now you've heard my dear friend Brenda.
Yep, it's pretty hard to ignore.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm sort of a good guy around here. Right, my crew doesn't like.
Eyes at that.
Huh?
He definitely squints his eyes at that.
So my crew doesn't really like what I'm about to say, but I'll say it anyway. Just like I told your leader. We can cut you loose, you and your friends. No funny business, no tailing, no nothing. Honestly, the amount of paperwork would just be bad. If you tell me everything that I want to know about what you were doing on the Spectre, what you were hoping to find there, and how you came across the Spectre's location in the first place. If I get all the information I want, you can go free. If we don't, you either go through Brenda or you go through the Imperial Judiciary system. And I don't know if you've ever heard about what we do to people like you in the Empire.
Oh, his face goes throughout most of this. His face has been conveying a sense of confusion, fear. This he kind of scowls at this.
Very character building. I will slave, Look at me now. I have job. I hurt people for a living. It's good life. Rehabilitation turns you right round.
Yeah.
God, they really do brainwash you. I don't know much. Should another person. Besides, why would I whatever? Not. How am I supposed to trust an Imperial?
Okay, here's the thing. The ship you were on, I've said it before, nobody should have known it existed. Which means nobody knows it exists. Which means if I let you go, even if I were to tell on you to anyone, nobody would believe me. There's only you and me and a very select few up in the Imperial Navy that knows about it. I can hand you over to that select few for interrogation if you want. All I want to know is what you were doing there, what you were hoping to find, any information you have. This has nothing... Look, I really don't want Brenda to hurt you.
I'm gonna make a roll on that.
Sure, I'm going to use my nat 20. Or
That's a
whatever
good idea.
equivalent I would have in here.
All right.
Do I have a nat 20? Do I still have a nat 20?
Well, there's one on the screen, so yeah.
Yeah, I had a nat 20. I had a bunch of nat 1s. I'm going to have to use them too, but I'm going to use my nat 20 right now.
Oh, that's the fun thing about nat ones. You don't get to choose when they get used. Kiana
I
does.
do.
Oh, good thing I said nat 20 before she said nat 1. Don't take backsies.
Yeah, he deflates a little at that. Like I said, I don't know much. It's Layla who does all the planning and stuff. And we wanted to see if there was something that we could do to stop whatever you were all doing with that information that you were gathering from those planets.
Mm-hmm. I get it. You don't like the Empire to snoop into your shit. I get that.
Don't just join a rebellion group just because you feel like it.
What do you mean by that?
I
Kind of.
thought that was almost exactly how you join rebellion group. You feel like you want rebellion and you join group. Go down pub, find petition.
Yeah, but it's not just, a flippant choice you make one day.
Were you gang pressed into this crew?
No.
No, okay. Almost made me feel bad.
Look, I know how it is to be slave. Okay? Shin break will give you great disadvantage in fighting pit. If they let you fight at all, you're very skinny. We may have to bulk you up a little bit before we hand you over. I start with toes.
We're not hurting him. He's talking.
I was just making polite... Okay.
I know you were.
See, the fact that you think that slavery is a perfectly justifiable answer for these things kind of said something.
Yeah, it's very character building.
Well, I mean, that or a hangman's noose. Which one would you rather? As if a pirate saw you looting around their ship, or one of their many ship in, let's say, Flint's... Shit, I forgot the word
Fleet?
for a group of ship. Fleet,
Fleet.
thank you. Among Flint's fleet. What do you think he would do to you? Do you think it would be better than what the Empire would have done? Or what the Empire can do? If it had been anybody else but us that found you on that ship, you would be dead already. I'm giving you and your friends a second chance. And my crew, you've heard them, they don't really seem to agree with that. You're saying your leader has all the information. She never told you almost anything. You were just there to get information as to why the Spectre was scouting planets. Is that it?
That and whatever. I think Layla called her Vance or whatever wanted to be here. She gave us stuff and she wanted to find out where Flint was. And so Layla has decided that we would take her there.
Mm-hmm. The fact that you're alive right now was because of Captain Vance.
Better off asking Layla the rest of it.
Will do. Thank you for your cooperation. Now I know I promised I wouldn't hurt you, but this might sting a little. Brenda, can you knock him unconscious? Again?
Okay. And she's gonna knock him unconscious, and I'm gonna tick my key of following orders. And then afterwards I'll be like, maybe next time we get tranquilizer.
Yeah, but I felt like you had some pent-up desire to punch something.
Oh no, I'm perfectly calm.
Oh. Wow, I do not know how to read people.
Brenda's just a weird person to read.
Crow, you stood silent through the whole ordeal. Are you playing like the bad cop? Or like the silent cop? Is everything alright?
You could have just told him to always eat his vegetables.
Oh, I'm not his mother.
You want to use food to torture? Well, not torture, to interrogate, sorry. Interrogate and torture. Two similar but very different things.
No, but I have to agree with Hollis that you could easily torture someone with broccoli. Not a lot of people like broccoli.
Are you kidding me? You know broccoli has most fiber of all vegetables.
Of course you would know this. Why? Part of me really wants to know why you know that, Brenda.
Well, look after body, look after mind. You need to be fit to fight, otherwise you... What do you eat cheeseburgers?
I don't... You're gonna laugh, but I only ate what Nana made.
What have you been eating since we got on the ship?
Oh, there are these protein bars. They taste awful. I have that and like whiskey or wine, whatever I can get my hand onto.
Ah, that explains so much.
Well, you know what they say, the more if you want to inure yourself to a poison, you just have to drink like small quantities of it. So at some point I'll be immune to alcohol. That's how it works, right?
Yes, probably, Captain.
All right.
Is it like that thing where if you're looking at a boiling pot of water, it just says, or a cold thing of water, they say that once you get in, it feels warmer? Is that how you're approaching this?
Crow, were you hit on the head or something?
No, I think I see what she's saying. Once you dive into drunkenness, sobriety seems so cold.
Okay, I thought we were interrogating prisoners and not having an intervention done on me.
You started the intervention. You said to Crow, "Hey Crow, are you okay? You're being quiet, okay?"
All right, bring in Layla.
Okie dokie.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, you're able to get Layla in. Okay, that's 5 out of 6. You just got one more to do, and that's the interesting one. Oh. Okay. You bring Layla. And she's like, from what you've heard, she seems to be the leader of this faction of the Indigo Eye.
Mm-hmm.
And she's pretty young for what you imagine to be the leader of a rebel group, essentially, right? You, as agents of the Empire, especially in the Navy, you would have heard of stories of the Indigo Eye. That, if an incident that may seem small at first, but gets quite a bit of investigations, like a certain port getting blown up at points, to delay certain things, or, certain information being stolen. Basically, never large scale things, but enough to slow down and interrupt. They're kind of in the, vicinity of, you should keep an eye on them and stop them if you can.
Like petty terrorists.
Yeah, in a sense.
Okay.
So they always seem to be, they never seem to be aimed towards, common folk in the Empire. They always seem to be kind of aimed towards the Navy.
Okay, so like they're vandals and anarchists.
In a way, yes. They're a rebel group.
Okay.
They're trying to stop things from happening.
Yeah, as if rebels have ever stopped an empire before.
Yes, no, we would crush them.
I know, right?
Now, Captain, we should try a different approach this time? Maybe you seem disgruntled with previous time. I was very gruntled. You seem disgruntled. Is there... How do you want to play this?
What level of gruntle?
You know what, Brenda? As long as you don't physically hurt her, I'll let you the reins for this interrogation. And if anything, I'll step in. I want to see how you do it.
Alright, so what do you want to know again? Exactly? What one piece of key information?
What were they looking for on the Crimson Spectre?
That's the main thing you want to know.
Yeah. Aside from what Vance was looking for. That we already know.
Okay.
Or at least I hope I know. Shit, she could have said anything. Yeah, what were they doing on the Spectre?
Okie dokie. And I'll start flicking her face.
That's one way to wake somebody up. Okay. So you start flicking her. And like pretty quickly, like she kind of
Hello.
hi.
Flick on the face.
Wait, does she have like a smoky voice or something?
Just a little, yeah.
Sebastian knees buckle a little.
Okay. I pick up.
Master boy. Okay. Yeah.
Here's how it works. We already interrogated your men, see the big bruise on his head. They told us everything. So Captain here said, okay, you show me how you do some of these amazing torture techniques on this person. Essentially, we're just here for fun.
I pull out a notepad.
I feel like that's so many levels of unnecessary.
Yes! But good learning opportunity. First thing you learn in Empire, always take a learning opportunity. I sit her on the wooden bed.
You what?
I sit her on the wooden bed. I just sit her on it. Like, so she's
okay.
hog-tied, but like, I'm just gonna plop her knees on it.
What do you want, Imperial?
Oh, nothing. Flick. Flick. You look cute when you're angry. Flick.
No, I take that as a compliment if it were coming from anyone else, literally.
Now, Captain, first thing I normally like to do. Do you have a pencil? Thank you. Now, you put pencil right between knuckles here. You put on flat surface, slam down, separates two knuckles. Very painful. Very painful. This is first thing I would normally do. Doesn't affect mind. You don't faint from this unless you bleed really lots. So, you can keep interrogating someone for hours. This level of pain, not going to make them faint. They'll be very painful, but no fainting. Can also do same with toes. In fact, if you like, you can remove toe and then burn. Now, the burning would be very painful, but they may still faint. And I'm just gonna go and, like, flick her eye. Like, in the eye.
Man, you know, I don't know what I expected from Captain Sebastian Snow's crew. I can't say I was expecting this.
Oh, good. Always better when they don't know what's coming next.
You do not remember ever saying your name in front of this woman. Captain, you're very quiet.
You're muted.
Jesus Christ. I was saying, have I seen her before?
No, you don't think so.
Okay.
So, let's start with simple question, okay? We start with simple question because then, you know, they don't feel too bad about answering. What is your name? Flick in the eye, take the pencil, put between the knuckles.
You can call me Layla.
Layla! Excellent! Nice to meet you, Layla.
Can't say the same.
Good. Well, actually, I'd kind of be impressed if you were pleased to see me in this moment. That would be, kind of hot. Now, look. What were you doing on the Crimson Spectre? Remember I told you nerve center here in the shin? Also behind the knee. You can actually dislocate the knee without really doing any real damage to the leg, but very painful.
Very painful, and then you don't have to damage me permanently in case you ever put me into the slave ring. Yes, I know this. Anyways,
You a slave too?
I'm not answering that question because it's not part of what you're trying to ask me.
I'm just asking questions for fun.
Perhaps
We have camaraderie.
As you have probably heard, we were escorting Vance to the location of Pirate King Uriah Flint. Came across the ship, thought it was an opportunity to investigate.
Now, you see, Captain, she answers the question. Doesn't matter if lie or true, you know, we can look at what the other crew members said and decide what is truth, but the important thing is she's answering the question. She's doing what she's told. So we give her a treat. I pat her on the head.
Oh, she gives you a glare.
Now, and I'm gonna just like push her over so that she's laying flat on the bed. You can, if you put hand on shoulder blade and put knee behind arm, you can pop shoulder all the way out of joint. And I'll just do it a little bit. So there's just a little bit of like strain there.
Gritting my teeth.
Yeah, she doesn't. You feel that you're doing it, and she's very pointedly not having a reaction.
See? This is good. This means she still has will. This means we have lots of fun. Now, nice thing about dislocation, you can relocate and do again. No need, once you break, it's broken. But dislocation? Go as many times as you like. Tendons surprisingly stretchy.
Hello, your men have already talked. You were escorting Vance, but you were also looking for something aboard the Spectre. You wanted to know what the Spectre was doing, scouting all these planets.
Yes, you got the information, which is why I'm very confused why you're trying to, well, torture, interrogate me for the same answers.
Called confirmation.
I slap cheek. Learning opportunity. What were you looking for aboard the Crimson Spectre? Now, information. I start putting my fingers just down her spine. Your spine is not straight. You do not take care of yourself.
I am also currently not sitting in an upright position thanks to how you've tied me.
Yes, but all of your blades are pressed together because of arch of back, so it should be straight. And Captain, can I hurt them if it heals them?
Are we using chiropractic as like...
This disc is way out of joint. I could push it in, but will be very painful.
No. No, we're not.
Leave me alone.
Ah, now you see, this time she deflects question and doesn't answer. So this would be when I really go hammer and tongs. But never hit head.
Alright. Layla, what information were you looking for? Vance already told me what she was doing on that ship.
She looks at you, and she looks at Brenda and says, Spectres. When I heard that you were looking into the ship that, if we ever met, you'd be a little more civil. I don't know what I expected out of an Imperial brat. Either way, looking for information. Secret ship should have priceless things to know.
That's kind of an answer. I'd probably accept that one, and then move on to different line of questioning. So, how did you find out about the Crimson Spectre?
I'm curious as to what you think. Since you clearly think of this as a learning opportunity, I'd like to really talk while you do these type of things.
Doesn't matter to me.
Would you feel better if we were to loosen your bonds?
I'd be better off if I wasn't here in the first place having to deal with all of this.
Well, you won't be here for long if you answer our questions. Believe me, we don't want you on our ship any more than you want to stay here.
Yeah, so you could just hand me off to whoever.
Yeah, like your own crew.
Captain very stubborn on this point. I say that slavery character building. I did 10 years slave, now have good job, good life. He seemed to not agree.
Yeah, see? Not all Imperials are pro-slavery. Not all Imperials are the big maniacal villains that you make us all out to be.
Hello.
And yet you still participate in it.
I have a duty to the Empire, just like you have a duty to your crew.
There's always a choice being made.
Yeah. Choice. So you have a choice right now. I would hate to throw you to the squids.
They make better company than... And kind of just head jerks towards Brenda.
Oh, I've not beat you up at all, you big wuss.
Oh no, it's just you're very
Right.
insufferable.
I've been told that before. People usually overlook because I can crush bone in my hand.
Oh.
Usually.
We had information that Country Spectre was looking into something interesting. Colonial plans.
These damn real estate agents.
Yes. And you know what they do with everybody that is, well, happens to be living on that planet before the Empire arrives.
Actually, no, I don't. Enlighten me, please.
Oh, the whole thing with slavery is that you have such short lifespans most of the time. Seems though your friend here is an exception.
Hello.
You're saying they, what, empty out the planet, throw all of the original inhabitants into slavery, and then repopulate with Imperial citizens?
Mostly, well, you need farmers, people to feed the new colonists, need people to make sure that every single building is perfect, up to standard, damned be the human limits.
The Empire is a big machine. We all have to do our part. Those farmers are just as essential as the soldiers, as the doctors, as the teachers.
As a sacrifice of freedom, of life.
Or alternately, become part of serving that greater calling of serving your fellow men.
Yeah, what she said.
Mm-hmm. Slaves, part of oldest club in the world.
I look to Hollis. What is Crow doing? You've been awfully silent.
Out another pen.
Um,
From somewhere.
From some, she has pockets. pockets galore, but is not looking comfortable at this whole situation, but not surprised.
You have to think of pay and benefits. Now, there is no pay as slave, obviously, but you'll get food and shelter. It's not a career that's affected by the economy, so you get a lot of shielding from that.
Wow, we're not here. Okay, let's deflect from slavery and back to the interrogation at hand.
Sorry, I get carried away.
I know you do. Oh no, she disappeared.
No, she's still right here. I'm kneeling on her back. This joint, you would feel much better if I popped it back in. Captain says no, but, I mean, I guess he's going for the long game plan torture.
That was a sentence to come back to.
I was just saying that popping your disc back in would help you in the future, but maybe Captain says no because he wants you to feel pain in future.
Just.
Hilo, you're not a captain, are you? You're just a... What's your rank? In the Indigo Eye.
Not like we have much ranks.
There has to be a hierarchy, otherwise it's pure anarchy.
As you've probably gotten, I'm de facto leader. At least of this faction.
So whoever brought you on the Spectre, they would answer your call if you were to call out to them.
That's very dependent. If I was, they might, or they might just think it's a trap, like most of us would.
Yeah, I know, but picture for a second that this Imperial isn't such an asshole, and it might not be a trap.
How am I supposed to be assured of that?
I mean, you've heard about me. You know me. You've heard my name. You've probably heard of my reputation.
I've heard what Mia has said.
Wait, Mia?
Crow, I'm trying to remove hand from binds, but it's stuck. Perhaps you could help me.
Yeah, I'll go closer to Brenda.
No. Probably, I've heard about your protein shakes. I need someone with real muscle.
Don't worry, Captain. With a bit of soap and margarine. Not burn.
Good job.
With that.
Thank you, Scrat, for opening the door.
Got your back, Jack.
You are now freed from this curse.
I can speak. Anyway,
Yes.
I'm going over to help.
The name Mia is familiar to you.
Yeah, that's the librarian.
Yep, the name of the clerk at the records.
So you've heard about me.
Heard how you like to use your charm and your wit to get into in and out of any situation.
In and out. Yep. I could have used other means. I could have been a real Imperial about it.
I'd imagine this is quite imperial.
Yes, but purely because I tried to teach Captain how to do it properly. He's not very good at it.
More the whole manipulations thing.
Alright, so you're interested in knowing why we're scouting out potential planets for colonization.
Yes. And, well, once we heard that, there's a potential that the Crimson Spectre was stopped. Just making sure that information didn't land in the wrong hands.
Like what? Ours?
That and, well, keeping an eye on Flint.
That's a name I haven't heard in about 3 hours.
Less than that, Captain. Would he be the wrong hands as well?
I think you can imagine what a pirate would do if they got information on.
See, now, in my opinion, our friend Layla has far too much control over this conversation. If we had more time, normally I'd get someone to sit up with paper outside of room, and I just silently press waits until they start talking. They always start talking. They start saying anything just to get out of room.
Yeah,
The
I know,
person
but
out...
that's the thing with torture. They'll say anything.
Well... Oh, yeah, guess you're right.
He's been rather reasonable, actually.
And,
More words than others.
Well, to each their own, I'm just saying, you know.
I know. Man, I appreciate your input, Brenda. I really do. Today was a learning experience for all of us. So, speaking of learning, Flint. Seems like we have a common enemy.
Yeah, I wouldn't say an enemy. Just another player on the chess board. Are we good here? You found out why I was on the Crimson Spectre, what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. I got what I needed. So, I know that your ship... Was it your... Out of game, Kiena, did we know that was the Indigo Eye, the other ship?
You would make the assumption.
I couldn't make the assumption. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Sai had a way to come in,
Mm-hmm.
and I
these
think this one
people
came
would
out of
have
nowhere.
had a way to come in as well.
Yeah. So, I know your ship's probably still hanging around the husk of the Crimson Spectre. I think they survived whatever skirmish they had with Flint's ship. You want to call out to them? Come pick you up? We have places to be.
Well, if
No
done.
trap. Nothing. So if they open fire at us, we are going to tear them to shreds.
fine.
Favor for a favor, you don't fire at us and then we leave.
Yeah.
Right, so it was
Just trying to
1989,
figure.
and I was the chief
I get
financial
Major
officer,
Radio.
and I had
You'll be ready
negotiated a
soon.
great
All right. You want to prop her up, Brenda?
Yep, sorry about that. A website I was just looking at for references on torture techniques started speaking to me.
You must have a very weird browsing history.
Yeah, I've stopped
Don't
worrying
we
about
all?
it. I'll grab her and prop her up.
We're circling
Well-
back around at this point.
Yeah, we'll bring her to the comms station, whatever.
She is hooked up. So you're gonna if you
No,
you're getting rid
I
of
think
all
we're gonna
ties?
no, but I think we can untie her a bit.
Yeah, just like Captain said, with a little bit of butter and salt, these bonds will come right off.
It's not quite it, but alright.
Yeah. Okay. She kind of looks at the other two. I just gonna leave them here. Are you gonna let me bring them along?
Oh yeah, no, they're coming with you. I mean, you're going alone to the radio, but yeah, well, once your ship comes, you're all three of you are free to go.
She'll go with you guys. And yeah, you can get in into the bridge to where the radio is. And Lorelai is kind of sees all of you, as if she's like, "Hey, need to
Hi.
talk to you about something," but kind of sees that you're with, prison.
I'm gonna just kind of join her and be like, "You did good." that kind of pat on her shoulder.
Crow, do you want to take her? Lorelei, seems like she has something to tell us.
Sure.
So I'll stay with Layla on the radio.
Oh, I see what you mean. All right, Lorelei. We're just gonna kind of step out of the room, I guess, earshot of Layla.
Yeah, it's basically to the other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
I was just like, hey. Saying that knock, it's like, hi. It's just, but yeah, you Brenda and Sebastian, you get to the radio.
Mm-hmm. I'll let her send out the call.
Yeah. Yeah. She, as soon as it's activated, says, sure, this is Layla speaking. This is a Code B scenario. Just come and get me and the others, please and thank you. And there's a from the other side, you kind of hear, you sure? Yes, just quickly, please. And the radio goes dead.
Then let's just go wait for them.
Yes. And off to the side, as Crow sees your post Lorelei, it's like, I know you're kind of busy with that whole scenario, but so we've been kind of, you know, following the pirate ship. There's a bunch of other ships around we picked up, we think.
Around us.
Yeah. They're not super obvious. But you know, there seem to be a couple pings from the side and stuff, and so we're not sure. It's kind of hard to tell right now which the ones they are, and we didn't want to send out a call without you guys. But then you're kind of busy, you know, with the prisoners.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Are they...
Of course, do we call out to them? Do we? Well,
Stay on course for now. Can you show me on the radar?
Yeah, well, I just kind of...
Inconsistent, and she's asking kind of like, they start like the very basic rundown.
Well, I kind of runs off to her station, and she points out there seems to be 3 other pings. So obviously you have the 2 kind of in front, just on the edge of the pirate ship, and the very small smuggler ship that seems to be following them. But to your left, there's a couple, and to your right, there's 1.
Okay.
Again, kind of closer to the edge radar, but they seem to be kind of coming along the same direction.
They seem to be like in and out, like rotating, or kind of staying at the same.
They seem to be staying kind of in the same positioning.
Okay. All right. I am going to follow after the captain and Brenda. I'm just gonna be like, thank you, Lorelei. I will pass along this information. Stay on course for now. And I'll just stay calm.
Right, yeah, okay. Yeah, got it.
All right. And I hurry off over there. I think bustle is the correct word.
Yeah, you bustle. And you guys can get Layla as well as her 2 other people at the docks, docking loading area. That's what you wish to do.
Mm-hmm.
And
When
go ahead.
when I catch up to them, is it far? Like, would I have caught up by now, or?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll just kind of like grab Sebastian's like elbow, just gently, and just be like, "Can I chat to you for a moment?"
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of like pause, let them keep walking a little ways, and then
Brenda, I guess you're still escorting Layla and probably carrying the other two.
probably, unfortunately. Captain, we have a bit of a situation that these kind of folks may be able to help us with.
Oh boy. What is it?
There's a couple battery ships on the edge of our radar, aside from the ones we're following. I'm thinking perhaps we can make a show of it and have them be a distraction.
You want to send the Indigo Eye against one of those ships?
Not against them, but have attempt to make them be some sort of diversion. I don't want to get them in trouble per se, but
Do we know what these ships are?
not yet.
Hmm.
They don't. My guess from being out here long enough is that they're not friendly.
Yeah, I figure they're not. If anything, they're part of Flint's fleet.
We should really call them something different.
Yeah, Flint's Armada. Potentially pirate ships, potentially following their captain to make sure that. But that would mean that Vance would be in trouble. Or they're coming straight for us because we're Imperial. It's sort of getting on my nerve. Alright, what do you suggest?
Imperial's very trustworthy.
Half the system doesn't see us as such.
No. Sebastian, I can lose them, but we might lose who we're following if we do what I'm thinking.
We know where we're going anyway. So if we lose them, we can still... We know where they're headed.
Right.
Actually, I'm not sure. I don't want to meta, but it's because on my sheet,
You did receive information that the last destination of the Crimson Spectre was planet C936.
yeah, that's it. Okay. I wanted to make sure because I know it's been mentioned on the other show.
Yeah, no. You have that information too. That was the last destination. They just never made it there.
Yeah. We'd need to go to C936 anyway.
For sure,
And are
that's
they
what-
heading in that direction? Sorry. Okay.
It's a couple days away, but they are headed in that direction.
So if anything, we could lose the rest of the bunch. Though I wouldn't feel that more confident to get to the planet and then, be surrounded by however many ships.
I'm guessing quite.
Well, I trust
Depends
your
how you want to. Depends how you want to play this. If we go straight in, we risk poor negotiation, or it's a bit dangerous, but I think I can do it.
I'd rather not put the lives of the whole crew in jeopardy. All right. Your plan of using the Indigo Eye as diversion would not put them at risk, you said.
I can't control that. But we could ask. if they would be willing to help.
Oh boy. After the interrogation?
That's a chance. I don't think. Well, you could play it as not so much helping us, but keeping themselves out of this, whatever this is. They're around all of us right now. If we split in different directions, there's a chance that they could follow any of us.
Hmm. I'll talk to Layla about that. Oh boy, poker face.
You got this.
You want me to poke her face?
No!
Layla immediately, like, reflectively kind of just shifts a little away from Brenda. And you guys are hanging out at the docking area
Mm-hmm.
when you see the light flicker on to say that a ship is attempting to dock.
That might be yours.
I'd imagine so.
So that wasn't part of the original plan, but seems like we're both in trouble right now.
Oh, are we now?
Sort of. I think Flint's got us surrounded.
All right.
This looks just as bad for us as for you.
We can easily maneuver out of these type of situations.
I know, I was actually counting on that. We break off in two separate directions. I wanted to warn you, though. Chances are you might be followed by some of these ships. That wasn't my intention, and it wasn't part of the plan.
So you're asking me to help. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm asking you to save yourself. Mostly. We're gonna break off we'll go on our way. That's not a problem. The thing is once you break off with us, they'll see you. Crow, were they close enough to... They were on our radar, so they'd be on... Basically, the Indigo Eye would be on their radar as well. Yeah, you've already been spotted.
Doing dealings with us.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Now, if you wanted convincing thing, I could make it look like you escaped, but this would involve hurting you after all.
The ships out there in the blue don't know anything about what's going on with these dealings. And I don't think that they'll gently ask the crew of the Indigo Eye what they were doing with us. If they are a part of Flint's ships, they'll might just fire at them as they would fire at us.
How dishonorable. Filthy pirates.
I know.
Damn outcasts.
Vance isn't a pirate.
I thought you said she wasn't Imperial.
She wasn't Imperial. Doesn't mean she's a pirate. I'm just saying.
And she was looking for the Pirate King.
Yeah.
Wearing captain's outfit, flying ships, looking for Pirate King, not a pirate.
Are we not looking for a pirate king?
No, not at all. We are looking for the quarry of the Seraphim's Eye. We have mission, special docket. I was included.
Yeah. You remember who gutted the Crimson Spectre? Who attacked them and killed the whole crew? That was Flint.
Okay, you know this for certain.
Well, from
Because what
Man.
I saw is I see ship full of dead people and Siren Vance standing on ship.
Vance wouldn't kill the whole crew.
You know her that well, Captain.
I'm willing to stake my captaincy on it.
Your choice, I'm just acting as advisor. Looks different to me. I'm just wondering if maybe you have emotional attachment to this person.
Not anymore.
Well, you know, the opposite of emotional attraction is still emotional attachment.
Look, I know what she's capable of. And she's not capable of killing an entire crew by herself.
Yet, according to the wanted posters,
Sure, the wanted posters say a lot of things. The wanted posters probably talk about everything she's done, not necessarily all at once.
Or alone.
Or alone. She was with you. Did you, Layla, kill the entire crew of the Crimson Spectre?
We're running out of time, you lot.
as if myself and 2 people could take on the Great Empire. No, either way, are you done with your conversation, and could I get along with my ship? I could. As you said, I'm in this with you, so clearly I don't have much of a choice. But I'm not going any out of my way to help you.
Just drag along any that would follow you, and that's it. That's what we want, don't we? And I turn to Crow.
Seems mutually beneficial, sort of thing.
I suppose so. Well, and you know, you kind of have to activate the button to allow the docking happen.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I'll bring her. Yeah, I'll bring her to like where the door should be, or like the plank in an actual ship, the gangplank.
Yeah.
And I'll press the button, and as I press the button, I'll just say, not very loud in her ear, I wish I had been given a choice. Like not a whisper, but barely above a whisper.
Yeah. Kind of raises her eyebrow as the door opens. Technically, you still do. And she'll turn and she'll walk towards the the small bridge and the open door of her own ship. Followed quickly by the other 2.
Are they being thrown into the other ship by Brenda?
No,
There
Brenda.
would be people who like on the other side of the door who are just like,
Yeah,
Their feet are at least freed at this point.
Alright. So, once this business is taken care of, I'll just turn to Brenda and Crow and say, so, crew to battle stations?
again.
Aye, aye. I'm better at boarding, though.
Well, if any one of them gets close to us, I'm counting on you boarding them and just wrecking the shit out of that ship by yourself. Because if anything, I know you can take on the whole crew by yourself.
You'd be surprised amount of people who can do that, Captain.
Not a lot.
And yet, wanted posters go up every day.
Yeah, sure.
I'm not meaning to press my point, but I'm not big deal, you know? Slavery is biggest money-making sport now, you know? Bigger than
Spend it.
motorsport.
Just because it worked for you doesn't mean it works for everyone.
You kidding me? People leave slavery now with like 5-digit salaries. You get paid the amount you were worth.
And you're worth a lot. And that's why I'm glad to have you on my crew.
Thank you.
But do you think I'd be worth a lot?
Yes! 6 years in fighting pit will get you beefed up, stop you eating shitty protein bars, give you proper meals, proper health care.
And break the only thing I have going for me. The moneymaker. Come on, no.
But give you 2 more.
Sure. Alright, battle stations. And we're
Yeah,
gonna
and
go
quickly-
into...
Quickly, the Indigo Eye undocks itself from your ship. And all of you can scurry back to, well, wherever you're going to be on the ship. I'm assuming Crow's going to be at the bridge. Sebastian's going to be at the bridge. That's more like, where the heck is Brenda going?
I mean, I suppose... Nope. I mean, she could go and handle one of the guns, but I've not unlocked shooting yet. Although I think that whole conversation gave me Key of the Empire, right?
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ. Brenda,
I mean, yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, how many
Hit
times
that
do
key
you...
with a mallet.
How many times do you reckon that's ticked so far this episode, Kiana?
God.
Don't even
I'm
know.
gonna say 3, just because that's what's coming straight to my head of the instances of,
How many times you've hit that key?
yeah, within the past hour and a half.
Yeah, I think like the interrogation of like the nameless NPC, then Layla, then this.
Yeah, so 3.
Makes
Great.
sense.
Beautiful.
My god.
Then, in that case, I will take shooting as an extra thing, and I will go and join the gunners.
Oh, you motherfucker. I knew this is where you were going.
I love how Brenda is just going like slavery, slavery, slavery. I know how to shoot.
I know
I
lots of
learned.
other things too. I've leveled up many, many times.
Yeah, I know, and I have
Yeah, you have.
Alright, so you run off
Oh,
to
man.
different parts of the Seraphim's Eye. As you enter back into a bridge, Lorelai does the same kind of,
I'm going to like my normal like station area and just waving her over, just like show me on mine kind of thing.
yeah, she'll kind of quickly run. And she kind of points, and you see one small blip that's very close to you departing, assumably the Indigo Eyes. And you see it starting to dive, and you watch as the 2 out of 3, because I'm implementing the good thing. So 2 of them actually do take chase after it.
Yay. All right. Well, that's a good stroke of good luck for once. All right. Captain,
Yep.
permission to go to the depths.
Permission granted.
All right, friends. We're going below the clouds, lot.
Let's just hope for a tentacle-less day today.
We can certainly hope.
So are you headed to the...
You're going down. Yes.
Alright, you're headed to the depths. So you know, being on several ships, this ship will probably last about half an hour in the depths before the toxins and such in the fog starts to eat away at the ship and cause irreparable damage.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
And Brenda, you head over to the guns. There's a direct comm between the bridge and the gun station. So, as the ship starts to pitch forward, as you take it down into the depths, the blue, endless skies are replaced first by white as you hit the first layer of clouds, and then purple as the fog of the depths encompasses the ship. And while you saw the you had the blip of the remaining ship kind of start to follow you, you lose it as soon as you get into the depths. And you can't see very far ahead of you, but you can make me a roll to make sure that you are still on the same direction as you were, headed in the same vicinity as Uriah Flynn's ship and the owl.
Okie dokie.
This will be a difficulty of 4.
I got a lot of traits. Or got a lot of tags in this trait. So we're just gonna go with veteran pilot. That fits. And that's one. I've got
Yep, so you start off with 1,
Yeah.
and then we go from there.
let's see. I've got maneuvering, navigation. Would maps really apply? Because we can't really like use them down here. I don't know. I'll leave that one out just to be fair. Atmospherics to know how deep we could go before like dying. Evasion for I'm evading danger.
Yeah.
And steady works. Alrighty, so that's 6.
Yep, looks like 6.
That's 6. I'm gonna add 3.
Okay. So you can, yeah, well, 9. Hey. 4 above is a success, so you need 4.
4 and above. Yep. I have 3.
Okay. It was a difficulty roll of 4.
Yeah.
It's been a while. When was the last time that you ever took a
It's
ship?
been a I feel like there haven't been a whole lot of times when she's had to use this like this as an evasive tactic. So a good like 4 or 5 years, maybe more. It's not a place she likes to go, but it's effective. So
Yeah, and you forget how short
oppressive.
yeah, and how how little you can see ahead of you, and you know what lurks in here, and your eyes are very focused on, looking for anything that could potentially be a danger, whether that's another ship or some other thing that lurks within the purple fog. And so you think you're on course, but you're not sure.
Yeah. I feel like trying to kind of like get away and maybe even lose them by going in a slightly different direction than they might expect. That was a little too complex.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So, yeah, things are a little after it takes you like a it takes you a about 15-20 minutes before you're realizing that, oh, okay. Like you look at, some of the other measurement systems where you're kind of like, this doesn't look quite right. So you have an option here. You can risk going back up and possibly bumping into a ship. You'd be exiting out blind.
Yeah.
Or to stay in here longer and try to get just further before you do the same. Risk being that you're way off course at that point and you have to correct by a lot.
Right. I think being true to character, she would not stay down there any longer than that, and be like, nah, this ain't working. And in that case, I suppose I can keep prudence.
Yeah, and you just like, nope, can't.
Not today.
And you start to just pull the ship back up out of the depths. And as you do, there is a shadow movement as you start to exit out.
Oh boy.
And at first, maybe you think, maybe that's the ship that's trying to follow us. Or another one. Then you realize it's much too large.
Simon.
God damn it, Simon.
All right. I'm calling down to guns right now to prepare. Like,
Yeah,
heads up.
the comm comes
There's
to life,
something
Brenda.
nasty.
All right, I'm already half cocked.
I'm trying to think, like, would keeping an eye out be the right thing to say? Because I don't know what their visibility situation is so much.
Yeah,
or
like,
if we're,
yeah, I mean, they do have, you have windows and stuff by the guns, but it's very hard to see.
All right, well, can I give them at least like a direction?
Yeah, do we know which side of the ship that the shadow is on?
Sure.
Yeah, the shadow is currently to the right of you.
So starboard?
Can you give me a vector?
3.
Excellent.
Me coding all weekend.
No babble.
Technobabble, I love it.
Whatever. It'll be number by number.
And as you start to see the depths, the fog, the purple start to lighten up as you start to hit
Looks like we got a new friend.
that separating layer, something stops the ship. As there's this kind of sound. And Brenda, from your station, you see something large, dark, come up to your window and just attach itself to this giant circular piece right against the glass. It's almost as basically big as your head. A giant sucker. This can only be a sky squid.
Hooray.
And you have become, well, it's hopefully next meal. You are stalled. You can feel the ship hum as the engine attempts to move the ship forward, but again, you kind of hear that as Brenda, next to the windows, you see 1, 2, 3, 4 tentacles start to wrap around. And from the bridge, you see the shadowy figure now come into full form. The giant eye staring through the glass.
Well, I guess it's time to open fire. Braka, 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 braka.
Yeah, what are our options besides
No.
shooting it?
Yeah, can we
No.
go outside?
You can go outside, but again, you were in the depths, so you would have to require putting on,
A
in a
suit.
sense, suits, like astronaut suits in a sense. And you would be totally vulnerable.
Yeah.
Braka, 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 braka.
But the other thing would be to try to, just try to, move out of the way.
Yeah, like some sort of shake it off.
Try to wiggle out.
Yeah.
Okay, but can I charm it?
You can certainly try.
It's made out of tentacles. I know what it likes.
Simon!
I haven't said a thing.
Don't say.
Blame it on your imagination.
Meanwhile, guns are happening.
I know what likes to happen too. Braka, 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 braka.
Oh, and I'm gonna try and do whatever I can to like shake this thing off. Call down engines, like
Yep, okay.
Can
I need
full steam sort of deal.
I need Brenda to make me a difficulty roll of 3 to try to shoot one of these things.
Okay, well, I feel like I'm gonna have to use my Imperial Soldier trait. And I think I am disciplined, swift in action, and I am shooting. That's 4.
Okay.
I think also, as it's attacking my ship, I'm going to use the Secret of Experience and use tags from more than one trait. So I'm also
Okay.
going to use my Faithful thing because it's attacking my ship, and to that ship I am I am loyal. I have iron will. I am unyielding in my shooting. I will not run away. Also determined. Agree?
Yep.
Okay, so I make that 8d6.
Can I help Brenda?
How would you help?
As the captain, I think I would coordinate volleys between our cannons.
Okay.
It's one thing to shoot wildly at a thing, but we have to take into account the recharge, the reload time of our cannons. We have to take into account where it is, what cannons would be the most efficient, etc., etc.
Makes sense to me. So you can give one dice from your pool as to assist.
Go, Brenda. Take my die.
Go, go, power, Brenda!
There we go. That's the music I was looking for.
Got it! Boom! Braka, 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 braka!
Yeah, you, as you start, even with this thing it's not a distant target, it's full on, on you, you still manage to yank the cannon and just shoot into this one tentacle. that's right in front, the one that's right by your window. And you manage to blast that one through, and this tentacle kind of lets go and kind of whips out wildly. You see it kind of disappear into the purple. All right. Crow, what are you doing?
I'm trying to evade in some way.
All right.
Very like erratic, almost like, okay, jumping back and forth, calling down to engineering to like give me as much as they got.
Okay, difficulty 4 roll.
Alrighty. Cool.
Start off with 1.
I had one fewer die last time than I should have. But I'm not gonna like retcon or anything. But now I need to remember that.
Also, you have nat 20, which counts as automatic success, right?
I do, which I'm kind of thinking of doing now. So let's do that.
Okay, you use a nat 20.
Yeah.
So with that one tentacle start having gotten loose thanks to Brenda and the others firing their cannons in, you manage to feel a little bit of a sway in the shift of the ship and how it's being held, and you manage to kind of start to wiggle your way out that way. And you feel the ship groans as the metal and wood is still being pressed in, but you manage to get to wiggle out. You're still within vicinity of it. It could easily grab you again, but you are out.
Thank you, 12-sided guy, throwing nat 20s at both Simon and Julie.
Very nice. All right. So you're freed now. What is Sebastian doing at this point, other than just shouting orders?
Bastion's thinking about going outside and firing at that thing. But that would be a stupid move.
No, it would be very cinematic.
I know. And I am
heroic.
It's just because you said that I needed to put a suit on, and honestly, Sebastian would like to have like his coat flopping in the wind, his saber out and like fighting the. So it doesn't fit the picture he has in his mind. So Sebastian's not gonna do that.
Cool. Thank you for the +2 advantages to Crow and the +2 advantages for Captain Snow.
Only one of those cheers went through, actually, so I'll give 1 and 1 for now. The other one, it's got messed up because the plus didn't have a space.
Oh no.
All right.
So honestly, is there a way for me to shoot at it as well? Like, do we have like a, I don't know, like a cannon or something somewhere that I can use?
Yeah, you could. There's basically you have people on each side. There's one at the back that you could try to get.
Oh wait.
Nice.
Unless Sebastian remembers, he has his handy Imperial Soldier handbook in his pocket. And would you say, Kiana, that as part of a Navy officer in the Imperial Army, you are taught tactics to either evade or defeat a space squid? Sky squid. Squid.
I would say that is certainly a possibility, yes. I feel like you're still gonna have to make a roll.
Oh yeah, I am going to make a roll for it. I would use Imperial Soldier.
Okay.
With basically command, because I command my troops to obey my freaking strat. Tactics, because it's part of it, and Imperial Warship, because are we on a warship?
Essentially.
All right, so that would be 4 dice, and I'd use a few from my pool as well.
You also do start off with 1, so.
Oh, so that's 5.
5.
And
Right.
what's the difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be a difficulty 3.
All right, so I'll use 1 from my pool,
All right.
and I will roll 6 dice.
Ooh.
Nice. Suck.
No, you're kind of in panic mode. You just have to switch gears essentially in your brain from like negotiations to sky squids, which I imagine that you've never had any hands-on experience with before.
I don't think so. Now
So
I
this
remember
is-
I've been given an at 20 like 2 seconds ago.
Nah.
Yep.
Oh well.
Yep. How it goes.
It's okay. If I realize that life is nasty, brutal, and short, I'll have bought off my Key of the Poet.
My God.
So there you go. Okay. What do people want to do next?
I want to proceed upward in a hasty fashion.
Okay, difficulty roll of 4 in order to get the ship going before the sky squid can.
I has a question.
Yes.
Is the squid like grappling us from behind or from like the side?
It seems to be kind of from the side, considering that you could see its eye.
Like
Okay.
lower side.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's just because
funny.
otherwise we could have probably like used like an afterburner maneuver or something to just like
Yeah.
throw everything in the reactors and just blow it in its mouth. Like
If we
burn
had
it.
Tanya, absolutely.
She would have to go outside and I
Engine magic.
If only we'd been more successful, then we would have been able to blow it in its mouth.
God.
thank you, Scrat. So-
This is another fucking Kraken thing. This is just a Kraken thing all over again.
I don't know what you mean.
All right.
Anyway,
So what? How does advantage work? Like differently from an at 20 in this regard?
the advantage?
Is it still I just roll twice and take the
You
higher?
just roll twice. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then we gonna use the same stuff again. So I have one to start. One for the veteran pilot trait. And then we've got city, maneuvering, tricky flying. I think I can honestly use a lot of the same ones again. Evasion, navigation. Does atmospheric still apply? Okay. I don't know whether I can use Empire in this situation. I'm gonna say no. But I'm gonna add 2 more dice because I'm nervous. So that's, I think, 10. Go. Yes, I did it. I got 7.
Nice. So make sure to take those dice out of your pool
Yes.
as you just.
No, I meant
What
2.
does it look like as the ship just takes off?
I feel like it does a little like side thing. Oh, like now that it is freed from kind of the side, it lists a little sideways and then corrects and just fumes.
All right, that is a disadvantage for me and a 1 for Crow. As well, all of you feel the force of the ship as it just rockets off back into the blue itself. And you see the tentacles kind of try to grasp at you, and you see like it kind of try to hit upon the window that you're at, Brenda, but the ship takes off before it can latch on. And you are back out in the blue. And well, you're kind of not sure
How's
where
our
you are
radar?
right now. You don't have anything on the radar.
That's a plus.
Do you?
Oh my God,
What is I didn't check chat.
do as the squids do? Is that where you're going? Nice. Well, I'm gonna let the momentum just kind of keep carrying us in a direction, but like hold off.
Well, I feel like we
Essentially.
have good momentum in chat as well, so.
That too. It's just going and
Mhm.
going.
Well, that was a thing.
Yes, it was.
I think it was trying to drag us down.
That
It
tends
was.
to be what they do.
More like canned food to them.
Well, shows you how valuable life is. One day here, next day not. Today we live to fight another day.
That's the way to put it. Thank you,
Yeah.
Brenda.
I'm not gonna buy off my key though.
I'm going to try and figure out where we are.
I'm going to check on if we have any woundeds.
Okay, yeah. So as Crow, you kind of pour over all of your all of the tools and such on hand. Sebastian, most people around at most are just a bit banged up. Having been not prepared for the sudden jolt of the of the ship moving from the squid and from the sudden takeoff back out into the blue.
Hmm.
No real rough energy or rough injuries that can't be dealt with an ice pack.
All right. That's good. That's good.
And Crow, you take a look. You're not way too off course, but you think you're going to have to be cautious as you're going to just have to kind of basically, if you think you're just going to head to the planet, you can just head to the planet. Be more difficult to try to find the ships again.
Right. Just kind of like standing at like staring down at this map, like where we're at essentially, and just
I think this is a good time to do refreshment scenes.
I'm running out of dice.
You still about 2 days to get to uncolonized planet C936. And this is the first moment of calm. And
I will be
so,
right back.
yeah, go. And so again, refreshment scene can be done with other players, either in the past, at a flashback, or in the present, or it can be done with an NPC at a flashback. So, since the two of you are here, what scene would you like to have today?
Ooh.
Thinking about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. I think I'd like to save some of them possibly for when I meet my sister.
Makes sense.
Because when you say flashbank, when you say flashbank, it gives me ideas. But
No, with any flashbacks that involve other PCs, that's not say both PCs need to be here kind of situation.
oh yeah, definitely fully on board behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Although it'd be great to drag Katie when she's not around.
She
Like-
is in chat.
I know.
I have so many, but I want to keep some of them secret. I want to keep some secrets.
I think I would like to have my refreshment scene with Crow when Crow returns.
Okay. We've got 3 more episodes.
Yeah.
Including the other crew.
Wait, you mean we have three more episodes with the
In
Imperial.
this season. Yeah, in this season.
Yeah.
So, if you have secrets, this episode not a bad one to.
All right, then
Start
I would
telling.
like a flashback.
Okay.
And Kiana, I'll text you what my flashback is. But I'll see. Like, go with Brenda and Crow. I'll text you, and then we'll see.
Okay.
Hi.
All right. Crody, Brenda would like a scene with you. Would you like a scene with anyone else?
I was kind of hoping for one with Sebastian.
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely do that. So we'll do Brenda and Crow and Sebastian, and then Sebastian and his flashback. So, Brenda, where is this scene taking place?
Somewhere private, somewhere that I also know that Crow doesn't mind being disturbed because I've got a lot of respect for her as ship mom.
She probably, I feel like her room tends to be a pretty like open door type situation, and it's like part almost workbench. She's been fiddling with like taking this bomb apart and trying to figure out like where it came from.
So I guess I'll walk in on one of the times while you're like looking on him. Hello, Crow.
Oh, hello. It's down some things. What can I do for you?
I am worried.
About?
The captain and Siren Vance. I
Alright.
fear that his head is clouded. There's something about that person that makes him act funny.
Love in all its forms does that.
This is my concern. What if, something were to happen in a critical moment? I would not know what to do. I am bound by orders to take orders, but I would not like to make danger for you or for Tanya or for anyone else in the Empire, really.
Do you think he would forego his own duty?
He cannot see any bad in Siren Vance, and we had 3 known criminals, known people who should have been reprimanded or something, which he let go just based on her word. In my mind, that is already foregoing duty. Wouldn't you agree?
I think sometimes we get caught up in the little things, the little rules that were drilled into us, frankly. You more than any of us, I think. But in some cases, like this one, perhaps others, it's better is not the right word, but more helpful to everyone involved, and even safer to let them go. It's not so much about breaking the rules because you know that you're breaking them for the sake of breaking them. If he was doing that, I'd be a lot more concerned and probably have brought it up before then. But what makes Sebastian a good captain is this promise of humanity. You can't teach that.
Oh no, and for record, I agree. Very good captain. I worry that Siren is looking for Flint. Siren is on wanted posters for taking out whole crews. We find Siren on ship full of whole dead crew. You find electronic thing there.
I'm fairly certain there's more to it than that. But I appreciate that you get to take the facts as they are. But I think we can't just take it at face value entirely. There's more to it. We all have different motivations. We all have goals. And some part of me just thinks that was a bad coincidence.
I'm inclined to agree, but I would ask of you, could you check in with Captain? He only really wants to speak with me when I'm teaching him how to hurt things. He doesn't like to learn moral lessons. He gets all stubborn.
He's still learning. Give him that.
But you know what I mean. The face when I'm like, "Hey, this is moral thing," and he's like,
I know the face. I am very aware of the face. I'll speak with him. I promise. For now, I say stand by him.
"Oh, without question." It's not right for me to question, and that's why I come to you. Does that make sense?
Yes. Appreciate you coming to me. While you're here, I wouldn't call it an outburst, but you're kind of out of sorts with Vance around. Because she mentioned someone. I don't want to pry if you don't want to tell me. It's not an order.
It's okay. A long time ago, I had a very good friend. We were closer than ever could be, and she became scum-sucking pirate who would sell out their own family for less than nothing. And Vance kind of reminded me of her a little bit. Sometimes when Captain is being particularly roguish, he also reminds me, but not enough to affect relationship.
Seems like quite the change of character. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Some people aren't even worth mourning over.
Sorry to hear that.
I appreciate that you noticed. I hope I didn't show my hand too much. You'd think 10 years of training as a servant would I'd be able to compose myself better.
It's all right to show some personality sometime. It's we still need to to be people first. I just was hoping it wasn't bothering you too much.
Oh no, it's fine. Although I must admit, if I was to ever meet that person again, I would probably smash their teeth in and wipe it all over the deck of the ship, wherever it is. Try and break several bones in their body, and then preferably throw them out into the deep.
I believe that. With utmost faith. I hope it never comes to that. But, we all need our convictions.
I was a different person before I was a slave.
Imagine many people are.
It really builds character. I had a different way of talking. I relearned Imperial from the person who trained me. I used to speak in clipped accent like bad guys from films.
Was it just... Did you know how to fight like this before?
No.
Oh.
When I went into... when I first was taken, I was trying to join Imperial's traditional way, become soldier and climb through ranks. But I was more like Captain and you. I was skinny like Thief. And, spy, better word, spy. And, yeah, no, I was put in fighting pit because I had right spirit. And then I quickly realized that, hey, they, as long as I kept trying to win, they'd keep healing me. So I kept trying to win, and I learned to train, and I learned discipline. I spent a lot of time with Training Master. I became a different person. Focused. With a purpose.
Glad to have you here on our side. Still, I wish it had been voluntary.
Well, I think it was necessary. People get so caught up in their own bullshit, they don't know what's good for them.
It's true.
Sorry, I gushed on you.
You're welcome to anytime.
Well, I appreciate everything you do for us. I know you have become like ship mom. And if you ever find that you need to talk to someone, we can always work out together, and I find working out really gets the mouth moving.
Give that a go sometime.
Oh, and I mean, is it my place to tell the captain about his shitty diet?
Absolutely.
Okay, I will do so. Or I might just change it for him.
I plan to help in that regard.
I look forward to working with you, Officer Crow.
Likewise, Brenda. Let's make the ship a better place.
To make the ship a better place.
Alright. I'll talk to him, though, about what you said.
I appreciate that, thank you.
It's my time.
And I think that's where we end that scene. And I think that's a perfect segue into Crow going to talk to Sebastian.
It may not be the same day, but I'm definitely arriving with like a proper lunch.
I think
It's
I'm in
the
my
next day.
quarters. I'm in my quarters, and you will see me with a glass of booze,
Oh my god.
Just
I brought a
sitting in my-
picnic.
sitting in my chair reading a book.
I'll just like knock on the door
Come
frame,
in.
I suppose. You know, those books do a whole lot. They call them food for the brain, but they don't do a whole lot for the rest of you.
I look at my glass and like my discarded protein bar, and I'm like, I'm not really hungry.
May I come in anyway?
Oh yes. I see you've brought. Do I see the picnic you're bringing?
Yes, it is. It's not necessarily in a basket. It's more just like bunches, like bundles of things that are shareable.
I will partake in it, even if he said that he wasn't hungry.
I'm hoping that the smell will encourage an appetite.
Yep.
That helps me. So, besides this, which I'm hoping you're getting the idea of why I'm doing this part, had a couple things I wanted to ask.
Go right
Wanted to
ahead.
discuss. Well,
This is delicious, by the way.
I'm so glad.
Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Why are you here?
You mean in a philosophical sense?
Any sense you want to take it?
You mean why are we here in the blue?
I know that much.
Or why am I here sitting in this chair?
It's a place to start.
Yeah, mind if I close the door?
I'll close it for you.
Sure. I mean, why do you think I'm sitting in a captain's chair?
I'd hoped it's because you wanted it.
Actually, for once, yes. But I know that's not why they gave it to me.
Is it not part of it?
Probably. I don't know Night Song. I don't know how she thinks. You probably know her better than I. But I think it's all got to do with the last name. I keep thinking that Daddy's been calling in some favors at the academy, with the Navy, with whatever, and here I am, captaining my own ship at 22 or something.
It's pretty common, I'll have to say.
Do you think I make a good captain?
I think you do. Plenty of room to grow, but that's the best part.
I hope. Back at the academy, did you think I had what it took to become a captain?
Plenty of tenacity. Smarts for it. And the fact that you care.
Yeah. Not seen as a strength by most.
Definitely is by your crew.
I wasn't sure of that. Thank you.
We take her back. It's not just because of orders. Be surprised how far it runs.
You probably care about me more than I care about myself.
Where's that?
All that talk about slavery in the Empire. Growing up in one of the noble houses, you don't see those things. You don't. I had a nanny, but you never asked. I never asked where she lived. I never asked if she was paid. I never asked her if she wanted to do that. For all I know, she was probably taken from one of those colony planets that the Spectre was checking out.
Could be.
I mean, then caring for her, caring for anybody else, caring for the slaves, do you think that is still a strength?
I think there's only so much that we can afford to think that hard on.
Yeah, but thinking's half my life. The other half's drinking and reading. Well, I mean, not if you count it in years, because, you know, I wasn't drinking at 10, but
I'd hope not.
I drank enough since then to make it as if it's been 10 years.
Is it because you want to forget? About the rest of it?
There's plenty a lot that I would like to forget. But then again, every experience you have is worth having in the end.
Are you just saying that to say something? Or do you really believe it?
Things happen. Sometimes shitty things happen. I mean, no, not every experience, but those that I've lived through, those that I've had. At the academy, outside of the academy. I mean, I know that compared to Brenda, I probably have lived a very cozy and protected life. I'm not an idiot. But I've done things, I've hurt people, I've killed before. That part I could do without. All the hurting.
At some point, you just gotta figure out what was, well, what's worth giving that focus. There's plenty of things we all regret, but it all shapes us.
Is there anything you regret?
I'll tell you that it's the times that I didn't act and could have.
Yeah.
But I've made it policy of mine to get back up again and again. No matter what I'm thinking of myself that day. And remember what good has come of it because I did act. There's no catch-all. we can't be perfect. I think, as storybook as that would be, as much as I wish that were true, there's so much out of our control, and hope and wishing that we could do more, it's valuable, but we can't expect the world of ourselves.
And yet, that's what's expected of me. I know not to share the burden with a lot of you. Father wants me to be perfect, to be beyond error. That is the burden of being a snow. Out here in the blue with you, with Brenda, with Anya. Sometimes I don't feel that burden anymore. And that's good. I see you more as a friend than as a crew member, a subordinate. That's something Father would look down on.
I feel like, well, I don't know if this is the best advice so much, but I've spent most of my life throwing my own success back in the faces of the people who told me I couldn't. I thought I had to be different because of where I come from. I think while circumstances are different, you might be able to do something of the same. You need to make this your own.
Yeah. Been thinking about that a lot lately. Honestly, if it hadn't been for Vance, I wouldn't have been thinking about it at all at the moment.
I think she has a way of doing that. She always did. She was a good student. Never really knew what happened to her.
I know very little. Wishful thinking to say I would have liked to know more.
Do you think we'll meet her on this planet? Or heaven?
Maybe. To be fair, she's not the one that interests me at the moment. I mean, not in a relationship. That's beside the point. Flint. Flint is who I'm after. I'm not gonna jeopardize the mission. Don't worry about that. But if that piece of shit falls into my hands, I will take my success and shove it in other people's face. I don't care what Nightsong would say. He's hurt too much, too many people. He's caused too much pain. He needs to go. But I have a duty to the Empire. So don't you worry about that. I'm not going to put your or the rest of the crew's lives at stake for this.
Believe that.
Plus, you know how to pilot the ship back to Ilium. You don't need me around.
Need and want are different things. I wouldn't want you to go.
I don't want you to go either.
Do my best. I can't stop you.
Hmm?
I can't stop you from any of your plans, but I just hope you wouldn't sacrifice yourself if it came to that.
Oh, God, no.
You're talking like it.
No, I meant, well, if something was to happen, you know, if I go after Flint, I kill him with my bare hands and I'm exiled from the Empire or something. No. In every scenario, I come out alive.
Like a big time hero.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I scared you. Look at all these books. If the main character had been killed midway through, it would be very, very thin books.
Make sure yours keeps going.
I'm counting on. You want a drink? I mean, you brought the
Sure.
food. I can supply the drinks.
I won't say no.
And I'll hand her whatever drink you want from the captain's stash. Because the
Better.
captain's a baby, it's all grape soda. No, I'm kidding.
Sparkling cider.
Did you have something you needed to talk to me, or did you just want to check up on me?
Mostly that. Just wanted to remind you that you're not alone out here. It's not all on you.
Thanks for reminding me.
I only need that sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And please eat better. These,
Is
I
this
grabbed
why
the
you
protein
came?
bar.
Crow,
I
is
thought
this
that was
why
all
you
it
came
is.
to me?
This, I'm holding up whatever is left of this protein bar. This is not a meal. It says so on the packaging, but it's not.
It has everything I need to live, and I can eat it while I'm doing something else.
You can also do that with a sandwich.
Crow,
Or a smoothie or some soup.
Crow,
Yes.
I've been raised by a nanny. I don't know how to cook. Even
We have a kitchen that is staffed.
I tried to make, like, to just warm up the stew from the other night, and I burnt it. I threw it overboard. That's why we were missing a pot. So we'll keep to my bars because they're prepackaged and they're easy to eat. I would love nothing more than to eat actual food.
Yeah.
But what would I look like if I went down to the kitchen and begged the cook for food? And I'm not about to use my authority to order the cook the food to cook, the cook the food. Oof. Order the cook food. Got it.
Shocking, you'd look like the rest of us.
Fine. I'll
It's
ask
either that
for-
or I'm making you lunch. Which I might do anyway.
Part of me would like that, but part of
That's less time of me flying the ship. So
Yeah,
that's
no,
really up to you.
look. I know everyone calls you Space Mom or Ship Mom, and I think that's endearing. But I don't want anyone to replace my mom. So thanks for the offer, but if you're gonna bring me food, bring it because you care, not because you feel like you have a need to do it. I'll take care of myself and I'll go grovel for food. And I'll throw the rest of the protein bars out the window.
I'm not saying they can't be backup.
All right, because I heard of this thing right before I left Ilium. They're called cup of noodles, and it's like you only need to put hot water in them. Apparently, it's a like peasant delicacy or something. Like the lower classes eat that all the time. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
You know, most people at the academy even eat those come exam time. You see the bowls all over the templates. Nah. I think we may have some aboard. To be honest. I feel like that might be something Tanya's after. Seen enough of those
Tanya
later.
absolutely had a stash of those somewhere.
Absolutely. She brought them. That's why we
She's
have
just
them.
right now having like she built a fort out of empty cup noodles.
She
in the
got the
engineering.
Costco bulk stack of cup noodles. That was part of the list that she gave us, the quartermaster.
Yep. Nobody questioned what was on that list.
Well, if you didn't have anything else for me, I think I'll leave the rest of this to you.
You sure?
Hmm?
Thanks. Thanks. Really. Thanks.
It is because I care. I don't feel like I have to do much of anything besides my job. And even then, I like my job.
You're very good at it. By the way, thanks for not getting us killed by the Kraken squid thing.
Sorry it came to that. Thought
No.
it would go a bit smoother. It's been a while.
Hey. We had an adventure. That's how I see it.
That it was. I'm going to take my cup and I'm going to drain it. Place it back on the desk. And with like an over dramatic, like
Please
courtly bow.
You really don't have to do that, Crow.
I do
am
it for
like-
that face. That one right there.
I'm like your junior by so many years. Crow, you don't need to do that. You don't ever need to bow to me. You're worth more than me. By a lot.
Appreciate the sentiment, even if I don't agree with it entirely. I'm just kind of like salute as I leave.
And as you leave, you're just gonna hear me pig out on the food.
Excellent.
Just
And
narratively,
actually,
as Crow's
Yeah.
leaving, could perhaps Brenda be approaching the captain's office with like a tub that's full of some sort of thing with pasta, bacon, broccoli. It's like a bacon carbonara, but everything you need.
Yes, good.
Like, everything you really need.
It's like now that you've had like this tiny meal, here's like 500 grams of protein and like
Carbs,
a
fiber.
kilo of carbs.
Yup.
Oh, there's a shit ton of broccoli in there.
Do we have mini fridges in our rooms? Are we that fancy? It just
That's
takes
up
up the
to you
whole
guys.
fridge.
I mean, we seem to invent technology
We
when
do.
it's convenient.
Whatever.
it's great. I love it.
Oh,
This is so good.
all right.
yeah.
Enough stalling, Sebastian.
not stalling him at all.
No, I meant to myself. It's time
Yeah.
for my scene.
Yes, I know.
All right.
And so, yeah. Where is Sebastian while he's just where does he go when he just needs to think?
I think, honestly, it would be great if this took place right before the scene with Crow.
Perfect. Okay.
So I'd be like, I started reading and then I just went straight daydreaming. Probably because I read like a word on a page that just called back the memory.
And indeed, there's a scene in the book of two friends sharing a moment of it basically in the midst of what can only be known as chaos. And your mind is transported to 5 years ago. It is about 2 days before Birdie's birthday. You know that tomorrow she's going to drag you into having to sit by her while she has to entertain the guests. If she has to suffer, you have to suffer too.
Mm-hmm.
But tonight, at a different party, you don't have to think about that. In fact, you're trying to avoid having to think about that type of socialization. Rather, you are at a party. Another one, held by one of the relatives of the Ash house. Smaller gathering, no less security, and a certain friend has managed to wiggle his way in.
Oh
To
yeah,
this
I figure
gathering,
we
knowing-
smuggle him like everywhere we
Yeah.
can.
And as you guys approach the entrance, Uriah, and kind of in this very like not the greatest of disguises, but what you could pull together. Kind of like, all right, how you think this is gonna work?
Hey, I mean, the guards are as drunk as the revelers inside. You're fine.
He kind of like flops himself up a bit. Do I still look good though? I don't look stupid, right?
You could honestly just roll around in a pigsty and you'd still look amazing. I don't know how you do it, man. It's just, I think it's those eyes.
Kind of gives you a bit of a wink.
You should next costume you bring, like bring an eye patch. That would probably change you completely.
Yeah, I'd look like a real pirate then, huh?
I mean, what's wrong?
I guess that could be an interesting look.
You could pull it off. If anyone could pull off fancy eye patch, that'd be you. And probably me, but mostly you.
I think you look pretty good with one. I mean, we'd probably get in before, like, they decide that I look too sketchy.
Yeah, no, let's go in. First round's on me, my friend.
Always is. And the first round of drinks happens, and the second, and the third. You start to kind of lose track of it. Maybe it's nerves, maybe it's the energy. You're not sure. And what had happened earlier that day to set Sebastian off so much that he just needed to forget?
I think what would have set me off most would be a spat with father. Something about hanging out with this good for nothing lowborn and the Blackbird brat, he liked to call her. Yeah, no, I'm having a moment.
Yeah, there's a cat that just
Father.
keeps following you guys.
I know, it's my stream kitty. Father always disapproved of me hanging out with Birdie.
Mhm.
And I mean, the other guy, well, yeah. He must have seen me like once with him or something. Like we
Yeah.
were just walking down the street or whatever, and the way he was dressed was enough to ensure that, you know, father would hate him forever. So he must have, I don't know.
Yeah, there was an argument.
Yeah, an
and-
argument about going to that party that night at the Ash household.
And so, just trying to forget.
Oh yeah.
And Uriah is more than happy to drink along with you. And after that, maybe hours, minutes, you're not sure how long time passes, but it's not until you try to head out that you realize just how much you've drank.
I'm like stumbling around.
Yeah. And Uriah is, if not as drunk as you, at least putting on the face that she's more sober. As she basically links arms with you. You stumble.
I think
Yeah.
we're leaving. Oh yeah.
You leave the small Ash household, and head out down into the cold, very large. It's still, even at a smaller house of the less important relative, still a large estate. The night is clear, though it still smells of the rain that had just poured earlier.
Hey, you, no, that's my drink, kitty. Don't do that. You mind if we walk around the gardens for a bit? I don't think I can walk home in this state.
And I don't think your dad would really want to.
Sod my dad.
Yeah,
That's all I have to say.
I get it. All right, let's do a little walk around the garden.
Yeah. And as we're walking, I'm just asking him casually, or as casual as I can be. So, Uriah, any, when are you gonna finally pop the question to Birdie?
Oh,
You guys have been together for a bit.
he's definitely taking a little take back.
I mean, come on. Don't you think I see how you look at her? You guys are like fit for one another.
You
Sorry.
get there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Kind of pat you on the back a little bit.
Yeah. No, keep doing it. Oh yeah,
He keeps patting on the back.
that feels good. Where was I? Can't remember. Oh well.
Yeah, let's not worry about that.
So That was a very cool soiree, I guess. You
Always the same.
So I mean, I don't know, with the academy and everything, I don't really leave house that much. I don't go to all the cool party that you're privy to. And all the like seedy bars and places where, you know, you can have fun and not care about what you look like. Though you look very dashing. Just saying.
Grins at you. Yeah. Zeb?
Right.
After, you know, the whole academy thing, what are you thinking of, like, doing?
Seriously?
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about, you know, just like, imagine not thinking about what your dad wants. Or, like, what the fuck anyone else wants.
But I can think about what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get a ship. I want to go on adventures.
Adventures.
Yeah, with Birdie and you. That'd be awesome. Like just sailing the blue, fighting skeletons on ghost ships, sky squids, pirates, robot people, like in Revenge of the Robot People. I mean, yeah, you, me, a lady.
What we call the ship. I mean, if we're gonna go get a ship, we have to name it.
Yeah. What would I name the ship? Like the player's drawing a blank on something very important. What's Uriah's ship called?
It's called.
Oh, the Herald. No, that's not the Herald.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's one of them.
That's one of them.
Mhm. I mean, it gotta be like something kind of pretentious, but like
Oh yeah, yeah.
grandiose sounding.
I mean, I once thought about calling it Destiny's Child, but that sucks. I mean, as a pretentious name, like it doesn't fit. Nobody's gonna go anywhere with a name like that.
Yeah.
The Helios Fortune. Fortune of the Sun. You know,
Yeah.
gonna make your fortune under the sun. Plus, you
And
can double
for-
fortune for luck, which, if anything, as long as you're dashing like you and I, the only other thing we need is like luck, and we can do anything. Like anything. Like those slave fighters. Sorry, those slave fighters and the fighting rings.
Uh-huh.
I bet I could take them on with just
I'm
like
sure you
luck and
could,
bravado.
Yeah, you would look great doing it.
I know, I would look amazing. They couldn't land. They not a blow, not even once. I mean, I'm sure you could do the same. It would be a shame though if
Something
Oh my
happened
God.
in the moneymaker.
I know, right?
And at this point, you've kind of gotten to a part of the garden where there's
Quieter.
a tree under and a bench underneath. Farther away from the estate. On the edges, away from the main path. You guys haven't really been paying attention. and kind of like maybe we should like sit down for a sec.
Oh yeah. Oh, please, yes. I knew you drank more than me.
Yes.
You can't deceive me, Flint. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, your eyes. Sorry. I had a bit to drink. Just a wee bit too much. Just a bit.
And he has that kind of half smirk.
Oh, don't give me that. You're not allowed to use that on me. Not right now.
Why not?
Mm-mm.
Why
No,
not?
no. I told your girlfriend that this was your secret weapon. I know when you use it on her, you're not gonna use it on me. That half smirk, the raised eyebrow. Flint, don't you dare.
It's already happening.
Oh, look at you, Mr. Dashing Face. And I think I inch closer to Flint on the bench. I'm like, you know, I'm jealous of her because she has you all to herself.
Well, if you and I and Birdie are gonna go off on an adventure together, guess it wouldn't hurt to find out a little more about each other.
Share the loot equally between all of us. I mean, not that I think that you're a pile of gold or anything. Well, you actually are kind of like a pile of gold, but like, you get what I mean. And I attempt to smirk. That is just like inebriated smirk.
And Uriah just says, yeah. Let's indulge in the, let's forget about all those stupid, your dad and everything. Let's just,
Fuck what everyone's thinking.
yeah.
And then fuck everyone in my immediate vicinity.
Only if you want to.
And I think at that moment, if Flint had a hat, he doesn't have a hat on anymore. And I think we're like lying down on the bench as the camera pans the sky.
That's the black.
And I think Sebastian's mind wanders from that moment to the next morning when he wakes up cold and alone on a bench outside. And then to all the other days when he would go see his neighbor, Birdie, and as he would walk on the street leading to her house, looking up at her window, knowing she's probably crying her heart out since Flint left after that night, and not being able to say that it was probably because of him.
She seemed perfectly fine at the birthday party. But you know what you did.
I know what I did. Oh yeah, I meant like years later, like
Yeah,
as
years later.
years
Yeah.
go on.
I remember having to sit through that party and smile.
Knowing, with the same clothes I was wearing the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Birdie knows that you're unhappy, but not the full reason why.
Well, I mean, now Summer does. But yeah, I think that's the extent of my...
And your your thoughts of guilt, or your mind is taken out of it as a knock on the door, and Crow enters.
With comfort food. Much needed comfort food.
And those will be the end of the refreshment scenes. All of you can refresh your dice pool
I fucking hope so.
and the use of your secrets as your journey towards planet C936 starts to come to its close, and you can see up ahead this dusty reddish orange planet, and you can see two ships, just specks currently on its surface. And as you approach, all of you in the bridge, you squint your eyes more, and there is movement in the dust. Something large, behemoth, headed right for who you can see now, Uriah Flint and Lady Birdie Blackbird.
I really ought to remember her first name.
Bryn.
Bryn. I'm so sorry I forgot it today. I was
And
trying to...
that, I think, is where we're going to leave this episode of Adventures in the Wild Blue.
Wow, guys.
We found the feels. We found them all.
We found
No, that 1.5 second of silence with all of our collective faces. I need this as a wallpaper.
just
D&D is great, you guess.
role playing is fun. Oh man, that okay. Let's go
Oh,
around.
man.
I guess this is we'll do stars and wishes first, and then we'll go around and we'll do our normal closing out. So chat, if you have stars and wishes to throw in there, please let us know, because I love hearing from you guys and what you think of the game. All right, stars and wishes. I'll start off with my star again. Refreshment scenes every single fucking time. I love them so much. Just being able to watch these conversations and like just seeing character growth happen between refreshment scenes and within them, it's just so good. And like the thing is, like, I know all of these backstory secrets. I've been holding on to them since the beginning of this campaign, but there's a special kind of feeling seeing it being played out and breaking my goddamn heart. But whew, boy. Wish. Crossovers. I have wishes right now of I need at least Kaylin and Brenda in the same goddamn room.
But why?
After that whole refreshment scene, I need it in my life, and hopefully, maybe with our darling smarmy one too.
No, yeah,
yeah.
Tanya, Brenda, and Kaylin.
So that's one, and the other is I need Birdie and Sebastian to be back together again.
Well, not after tonight. Like, whoever sees this, I don't know if I really. Might be bad. Remember when I said like it was in his goal to die?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that might have. If I die, Crow, you have the ship. Brenda, you become first mate. Just let
You
it be
die,
known.
I'm gonna kill you again.
That would mean I get back up as a skeleton.
It would.
And that would be awesome.
Your dream come true.
Yep.
Then you
Okay.
could be the skeleton captain of the haunted ship.
Woo! All right. Let's stars and wishes. We'll go over to you, Julie, just because.
Okay. Frankly, a star for me tonight was messing up. Like not getting a roll was nice and gave me some ideas, and also just, I mean, the refreshment scenes are always fantastic, and I love being a mom.
I love Crow as ship mom. It's just so good.
A lot of the time we just like we have characters that are just starting out on their journey, and it's so interesting being like on the other end of like seeing a lot of this happen before, or like, anyway, so that's it's been neat to explore. Wishes, I don't know, I also, crossovers are great. Before tonight I would have been like, I'd like some more danger, and then we had some danger that we got out of, but you know, I think we're well on our way to more, seeing what's on this planet right now. So I think
And only you guys see this right now
yes, indeed.
because you're far enough away.
Oh boy. Yeah.
All right. Simon, stars and wishes.
Jeebus. Stars. I liked like everything today. The whole interrogation scene, all of our RPs. Honestly, both of you have blown me away today, and it was amazing. Wishes, longer episodes. I know it's not, and I mean, I say that, but even as a player, like, because it's on a Friday night, yeah, sure, I can go longer, but with the schedules that we all have, like, it's almost impossible. But that's why it's a wish. Though if we could at some point have some sort of 12-hour marathon, that'd be amazing. But I love the characters. I love everything that we've made with them. I love where they are now, the growth that we see. I'm starting to learn more and more about Brenda and Crow. Mind you, I don't know enough about Crow yet. There's a few things that I'm itching to know.
Crow's the most straightforward character out of literally everybody.
Yeah, but she's mentioned not acting before, so she's lived through some things. That's for sure. But I wasn't gonna just say, Crow, lay out your life for your captain. I have no, that's just same as I wouldn't go and ask Brenda, tell me everything. She'd just throat punch me.
Not you.
And Tanya would burn me. So no. But I honestly, if I had any wishes, it would be to be able to play more. And stars, all of you guys, you three today, blew me away.
Oh,
Thank you.
my feels. And Scott, I will give you the last stars and wishes, and then hand over the reins of the show back to you.
Yeah, right in the feels. It's all been hit. It's all been hit hard. Oh boy, stars and wishes. Can the whole game just be refreshment scenes, just forever? Can we do that?
I know, right?
Can we just refresh the fuck out of everything? No, but seriously, stars. It's hard not to go for the roleplay between us all today. That was. It's a special thing we've got here, and I think we're gonna miss it when it's gone. big time.
Well, the hopes is that even if we're not here for next season, the season after, we'll figure something out. Because adventures will be continuing on Off the Table next season.
Mm.
So we'll let them go and have shenanigans, and then we'll have you guys come back. Because I swear to God, this will have to come back. It's a very, very good game.
Indeed.
And I'm blessed to have all of you.
Wishes for me, yeah, there's some crossovers I want to see. I want to see Birdie, Siren, and Sebastian together, preferably with a bit of Crow on the side. Just to be a voice of reason in the chaos that would ensue.
There
Yeah.
may or may not be a planned pirate king for that
Yeah.
particular crossover.
And yeah, I'd like to cross over with Kaylin at some point, possibly with Tanya along, and almost certainly with Bishop along as well. I think that's going to be the interesting interplay, is not just the interplay between Brenda and Kaylin, but also Brenda and Bishop, because, well, obvious reasons. Yeah. Crossovers. Can we just cross all the overs? Maybe we should have a 12-hour session where we all play all together and like chop and change in and out of things all day.
The big old finale.
Yeah. I could
the
probably.
plan is to get. The plan is to have all of you for the finale.
Well, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for the finale. But now that Sebastian said about the Sebastian, I read whatever is at the bottom of the Zoom window. Now that Simon has said about having a 12-hour session. We could do that as a Christmas special. That's a possibility.
We'll figure something out. We'll schedule.
I'm just saying we should talk. That's all I'm saying. You know?
We will talk.
The great big epilogue.
Yeah. A great.
Yeah, or like a holiday special.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We
Anyway,
are all going to have dinner together.
The wheels are spinning.
they're doing
We've started in
donuts.
motion.
Yeah, they're doing donuts around my brain. Cool. So yeah, stream things. Well, you guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for coming along on this journey with us. Oh, Eric, that sounds awful. Every Saturday game is a 12-hour session and it's tons of fun but tiring. That's crazy. I used to do 12 hours of D&D a day, but I'd do it in 4 different sessions. That was pretty tiring. Anyway, let's go round. I'll, if you don't mind, we've overrun a little bit, so I'll just do a quick wrap up for you guys. You should go and check out Julie's Twitter. That's gonna shout out her Twitch, but you should go and check out her Twitter. She's an amazing artist. She actually did the panels for me below screen, which I'm now using as panels, but also using now as raid and follow things. So if anyone wants to do a raid or follow or anything, you'll see one of Julie's things, unless it's the logo. But yeah, they're amazing. I'm also trying to type and talk at the same time, which never goes well. There we go. Also, you should definitely go and check out Simon's channel, The Wandering DM, as he goes from place to place, gracing us all with his wonderful presence and his wonderful roleplay.
Thank you.
Ugh. Feels. Okay. And, of course, the crazy one. The person tying all of this lot together. The smiling DM herself.
Rude.
Kiana there. Hey, you came to me saying that you wanted to do a 9-person super thing. Like, this was...
Stream of a story over 2 different streams from 2 different perspectives.
Yeah, that was all your idea. You're crazy.
Love it.
Yeah, I do. I can't deny that. Also, I have social links. Go and check all of those out. Also, go and check out our Patreon. There's a new article out today, which is totally free. You can go and check that out. There's also exclusive content released regularly. There's also some merch to check out. 2 sponsors: Bird in the Storm Publishing, who do everything for charity, and Mage Hand Press, who did a space reskin of 5e called Dark Matter. If that sounds interesting to you, check out them links. What a show tonight! I'm just full of emotions. Yeah. Did anyone pick up a raid call during that? Did anyone remember one?
I mean, it could be one of our dumb catchphrases that we
Oh, do you know what we should totally
First.
do? Do you know what we should totally do? I think we should go and raid off the table, and we need to come up with something to absolutely slate the outcasts. That's what we need.
The outsiders, it's all the shade.
Yeah.
Um,
Or something really foreboding. Like, rip outsiders.
Rip out.
well, the hashtag sorry not sorry, maybe.
Hashtag sorry not sorry. That's perfect.
Yeah, considering what just happened today.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just foreboding in itself.
So when
Yeah.
we get into the other chat, guys, I'd like you to come across with this raid cry. There is without Scrat Hype. There it is with Scrat Hype. And stick around, because I'm almost certain we're going to get a reaction out of that as well. Because at least 3 of those players are on the outsiders. Yeah, let me just finish typing, so I can't talk and type. There we go. So we're heading across now. Like I say, we are full time. We stream 1 p.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Friday, we're over on the Greyhawk channel at 1 p.m. EST, and every other Friday, we are right here at 8 p.m. playing Lady Blackbird, and it's Amazeballs. Keep evoking emotions, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye!